in the end.
But the point is to.
It says also, if you heard the rabbi was talking about Shabbat, he said that Esau could make Chazara b'tshuva if he would marry Dinah.
Yeah.
It's just that Yaakov didn't want to give Dinah to Esau when he made a big mistake, because it says that he could have made tshuva, Esau.
And also the rabbi says that the bigger the potential a person has, the bigger the Yetzirah grows.
That's what I say, right? Mm-hmm.
The stronger.
What do you want to say, Rita?
No, the point is that a person should work on the Yetzer, whether or not everybody has a big Yetzer Hara, so the love that we get and whatever it is that we, putting in, it needs to show up at the time where you have to work on yourself.
That was the story.
Wasn't he born with this Yetzirah?
Yeah, he was.
It
was from the beginning. He was designed
yeah, but it's not
to be different than
his fault.
So in a way, that's what we say. He had a potential to make Chazara b'tshuva. But then, so he married Machalat. I wanted Hashem to forgive him, and Hashem forgave him. He's, the day that he got married. But then he continued going after his body, after his desires. And so this is when he was lost. Okay, about kids that we started before. To show the kids that you can trust them. So let's say you want her to take this, or she asks you, young age, 7-year-old, to take, let's say, the big bowl of fruits from that kitchen to the table here, to the guests. And after 1 minute you see that all the apples and the oranges are all over the floor because she bumped into somebody, because it doesn't matter what's the reason. So she comes to you, she says, I'm useless, I don't know, I don't give it to me, I don't know how to do this job. No, tell her, listen, let's go together now, let's hold together, let's hold tight, let's make sure nobody bothers you, let's make sure you don't trip over the and once and 2 and 3 times until she feels confident and she will be able to do it. A lot of time you want her to wash dishes and she didn't do it the right way, or she broke or something, and then get away, I'll do it I'll do it faster and cleaner and whatever. So let them experience, let them fall, because that's the only way that they will learn.
What about when they're being careless?
Mm-hmm.
You're telling them to hold the plate the proper way because it's going to spill.
Right.
And just,
so
it's over and over and over and over and over. The careless mistake happens.
So the question is, what exactly is your response to that? If you start screaming, you see, I told you, it's not going to help so much. But if this happens, and you tell him, so what did we learn? And she tells you, I learned that I cannot pick up 7 plates in one shot. I have to pick up only 2 in one shot.
It could be in one plate.
Huh?
It could be in one plate.
One plate. So you have to hold it very tight. If you're able to hold for the whole Shabbat, the plate and not to break it, you'll get something. It shows that,
No, just with my oldest one, everything is fine. It's just like one salad. She would just be busy with someone, and this plate is just leaning forward, sideways. It always happens.
You know why, Bella? You want perfection.
Yeah, but
she helps so much, Baruch Hashem, your daughter.
Yeah, she does.
She does so much.
She'll be 9 next month.
And so give compliments on the other things. And once it's like story time or something, so then
she knows. She's like, yeah, I know, Mom.
So she has to work on herself.
Yeah.
She has to work on herself. And every time she works on herself, you give her some point or something. Yeah. Eventually, later on, one day you'll take her to ice cream or something like that.
I treat her.
Yeah.
She gets it.
Very good.
Yeah.
So, to give a lot of, as we said, positive supports. Thank you so much, Hannah, that you hang your coat as you came in. It shows that you're responsible. It shows that you're considering. Moshe, you saved so much of my time yesterday. You saved a lot of problems yesterday when you let your little brother sit next by the window in the car, because otherwise they fight. So thank you so much for that. Sarah, thank you so much for helping me yesterday. You were really helpful. You're every little thing. Praise them. Say that that's what we need. We need this. Also, a woman needs compliments from a husband. A husband needs compliments from his wife. That's the way it goes. There's no other way. And sometimes, when you write things, it has even stronger effect. It's so strong. Let's say your teenage daughter insulted you, said something wrong. You can scream for half an hour and you feel why did I do that, and you regret, and you don't like the atmosphere, and you don't like the way, and the respond and everything. And you can write her something, a note. Yesterday you hurt very much my feelings. You have to understand I love you very much, I respect you, but I don't approve this kind of behavior. Something, nice and that. This will be so much stronger. She'll come afterwards and she will apologize. Well, when you're screaming for half an hour, she felt that she got it already, and you're always screaming anyway. Who cares? So, yes. Also, little kids. She did something good. You write it and you stick it on the refrigerator. And on Shabbat, you read it to her father, next to all the kids. You know what Sharona did today or this week? She did this and this and that. And the father is, wow, kol hakavod, let me give you something, or they talk about this or whatever. A whole big deal from this. It's important. Pay attention, Bella, as we said before, to many times certain qualities that they have, it's obvious to you, but from time to time give the attention. You wake up always on time. It's so nice. You are so diligent. You I don't know, you're caring, you're patient with your brother, with your little baby, you whatever. Touch the children. Calm them down, look at their face, tell them I love you, tell them, show affection. It's very important. Kids need to know that they are loved. Listen to them, try to understand them. Respect every child is born or has different qualities. You have to respect the uniqueness of them. Everyone has his own path and has his own, they develop in a different time, not the same, not whatever happened to you with the first child will happen with the second child, and not with the third child, and you have to understand that. It takes time. Certain kids are sensitive to certain things more than others. One is faster, one is slower, one is more independent than the other, so he wants to decide what to wear and how to wear, and some kids, they don't care, and it bothers you. Help the kid to save his own respect. Sometimes kids are getting insulted very fast. They climb on certain tree and they don't know how to come down from there, and you have to help them, like this example that we said with the plates before. And I want to read you something interesting, how also prayers and brachot help in chinuch eladim. This is what the Stipler from his book told the mothers. Children that are raised in a home which the mother davens each and every word, okay, slowly and with meaning, understand Gemara and Mishnah better than other children. Okay? Children that are raised in a home in which the mother says each blessing out loud and in a pleasant voice have better midot and less chutzpah. A mother who davens every day and turns her eyes to Hashem has children who have more success than other children. More effective than any educational method in the world is the sound of a mother who says the bracha of Shehakol Niya Bidvaro out loud in her home. Children who are raised in a home in which the mother says Birkat HaMazon out loud have more protection from illnesses and traffic accidents and merit great heavenly protection. Birkat Hamazon. A mother who mentions the name of Hashem, praises of Hashem, and that Hashem will help every day to her children, will merit children whose faces reflect the chen of Yosef HaTzadik. This is hanging on my refrigerator. I just brought it here.
Can you get us like this one?
Yes, I'll copy it with Hashem. And then something interesting that I read, it's in Hebrew and I'll translate it on the spot. Something about being a mother. Before I became a mother, I didn't know that 6 o'clock a.m. on Shabbat morning exists at all. Before I became a mom, I decided whenever I would decide to go out, I just went out. I didn't care about babysitter. I didn't think twice how to organize the kids on time. I didn't prepare the house. I didn't prepare spare pacifiers. I just went out. Before I became a mom, I read books, lots of books, calmly, quietly, in the evening, and I didn't fall asleep after 2 pages. Before I became a mother, I could, when I became sick, to sit under my blankets with a book, to drink a nice hot cup of tea, to sleep a nice sleep even during the day, and not to cook and to clean and take care of and another 2 kids that are sick with me. Before I became a mother, I didn't know what does it mean more than size 8. Before I became a mother, I took out the dryer from the house because except taking a room in my house, I didn't know how to use it. Before I became a mother, the house didn't go through a hurricane, didn't go through the house every day, or a hurricane that will empty all whatever inside the cabinets and the shelves and put everything on the carpet in the living room. Before I became a mother, I never spent more than 100 shekel, $100 or $50 in the pharmacy. Before I became a mother, I never came back from shopping. Went to a mall, a lot of things that nothing is for me. Before I became a mother, I didn't even know where the snacks are in the store. Before I became a mother, I thought that pressure in the morning only relates to corks on bottles. But before I became a mother, I didn't know how much happiness is to whisper good night to little ears that are waiting for that. Before I became a mother, I didn't know how exciting it is to go through everything from the beginning, turn over, crawl, walk. You start it all over with every child. Before I became a mother, I never smiled and laughed so much during the day. Before I became a mother, I didn't know that once I hold the baby in one of my hands, I could do hundreds of things with my other hand. I'm multitasking. Before I became a mother, I didn't know that the most beautiful voice in the world is your kids laughing, and the best smell in the world is when you smell the neck of the baby when he just wakes up. Before I became a mother, I never appreciated my own mother like I appreciate her today.
Yeah.
Before I became a mother, I didn't know that you could be so happy for one sentence of your little kid, "Mommy, I love you." Before I became a mother, I didn't know how much you can love another creature so powerful, so pure, so exciting, and so frightening. Before I became a mother, I didn't know that inside me there's so much strength and I could go through all kinds of situations like labor. Before I became a mother, I didn't know how much I could worry only from the raise, how you say, of the 3 degrees in the thermometer. It makes such a big difference, and how everything shrinks around this until it apparently goes down. And all of a sudden I understood that the most important thing is health. Before I became a mother, I didn't know that you can enjoy so much when I put on myself this hat of the pirates and I take a sword in my hand and they make me to become Captain Hook. Before I became a mother, I didn't know that there is some kind of a debate if to get rid of some scribbles on a paper that one of the kids did. Before I became a mother, I didn't know to which tone my voice can reach, how impatient I can sometimes be, and I didn't know what does it guilt means also. Before I became a mother, I never had this need to get away so far from the house, and I didn't have a need to come back to it so fast after I just left it. Before I became a mother, I didn't know what satisfaction it is when you give another teaspoon to this little mouth that doesn't want to eat. Before I became a mother, I never found myself swing a cart of the supermarket in the line to the cashier. Before I became a mother, I didn't know how much things can I do in one afternoon. Cooking and driving and friends and diapers and baths and games and bottles and breathe. Before I became a mother, I never had the chance to hum to myself A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Before I became a mother, I didn't know how exciting it is to follow some ants in the garden. Before I became a mother, I never had a need to pray and thank Hashem for 20 times during the day for this magic that there is in the world. Before I became a mother, I didn't know what it is to be a mother. And now that I know, I would never change it forever. That's motherhood. שיהיה לכם שבוע טוב, שיהיה בשורות טובות והרבה נחת מהילדים בעזרת השם. Thank you so much. God bless you. Yeah.
But you said before, let's say if you're